Hello. Welcome to the Handy Jeff Hand Tool Extravaganza. So today we are talking about 10 tools you can order from Amazon for right around 100 bucks. And if you don't have any of these, you definitely should get them. Be that if you live in an apartment, you bought a house and have new tools, or you just are looking to purchase some tools. These are all linked down below in the description. And once again, you can just order them on Amazon from the comfort of your PJs. So if you're ready for that, let's get started. All right, so the first things first, we're gonna talk about the Amazon Basics small tool bag. The whole point of having tools is so you know where they are. And in order to do that, you need to have a bag to put them in. I can't recommend this bag enough because it's gonna be just the right size for all of these tools I have laid out. So check this bad boy out. I'm coming closer, here we come. Check this bad boy out. We've got pockets on the outside. You can put some nails in there. You could even do tools down inside here. Honestly, it's a bag. What more is there to it? This is a pretty cheap one. For $9.59. This bad boy is pretty cheap and it'll get the job done. On to the next tool. Also, I should probably tell you, I'm at one of my rental houses, so ignore this giant mirror thing on the wall. Anyway, I digress. So let's talk about what you might do inside your own home, be that if you own, rent, just bought, something like that. So basically you're gonna wanna be able to hang stuff. You're gonna be able to want to cover up those nail marks from where you're hanging things. You're going to want to make sure things are level, and you might have basic electrical and basic plumbing repairs. In order to accomplish all of this for under $100 or right around $100, we kind of booked some sets together, but we're gonna build this up over time. Let's imagine we are going to be hanging a picture. In order to hang a picture, you need to find a stud. So that's where the Stud Buddy comes in. This bad boy has no electric power whatsoever. In fact, runs completely off the magnet. How cool is that? This little guy, I mean, for how cheap this is pretty amazing. And if you live in a place that is drywall, you can definitely use it. This little dude helps you find studs for $9.97. And we are back. So let's build this up. We're going to use this. If you have drywall, you can use the Stud Buddy. If you have plaster in your home, you're gonna need a regular stud finder. But don't worry, I've got one of those too. And you just kind of can pick and choose which you would prefer. In fact, this little guy is actually going to go on my tool pouch out in my truck. What you can do is use this bad boy, and what it does is it will find your drywall screws. Hey, look at that. Right there, we have a stud, because you can't screw in to nothingness. So unless they miss the stud, then there is a stud right here. We are hanging ourselves a picture. We have found our stud. As you can see, it doesn't work unless you find a nail, which I just lost. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now that you know there's a stud behind there, you can use a nail to nail into the stud to hang a photo or a poster, something along those lines. In order to hit a nail, you're gonna need a hammer. This little guy, just some off-brand I found on Amazon. Once again, I'll leave a link down below in the description. You can get this cute little boy or girl, whatever you want to call it, $6.30, $6.29. And this will do the job. You don't need a big, 24-ounce framing hammer or an 18 or a 16. This little dude will do the job. So we've got our stud, it runs vertically, right? Let's say we're gonna hang a photo right here. Would you look at that? We've got a stud. And all thanks to the Stud Buddy. Now, once you've got, a couple nails in, let's say, and you're gonna hang a photo, you're gonna wanna make sure that that photo looks okay. In order to do that, you're gonna need a level. That's where this little guy comes in. This is a fire core level. It's got your 45 degree, it's got your flat, and then it's got your vertical as well. And in case you've never learned how to read a level, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. So what we're going to do is take a picture. I've got a photo of Johnny Cash and Elvis, the Man in Black and the King. But anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find our spot on our nail. As you can see, it's semi-crooked. That's where your level comes in. I'm gonna bring you guys even closer so you can see exactly how you use this level to be able to figure out how a picture should look. This little guy is under $5. So as we can see here, we've got ourselves a crooked photo. We're gonna set our level on top here, and then we just have to get this bubble in between the lines. And we're gonna do that by adjusting the way that the photo is. Now the best way to do this is going to be to, if you're using a single nail, find the spot where the balance is right. Once you get the photo hung in a spot where our bubbles are in the middle there, just remove this little guy, and we come back, and hey, we've got a photo now. Now you may be wondering what else you would use this for. So this bad boy, it's something that you would use in plumbing. In fact, I've used a torpedo level just like this in plumbing before for drain, waste, and vent. You also might just need to square up something, you know, say you're hanging a cabinet or changing your bathroom vanity mirror or something like that. A level is always handy to have. On to the next one. Next up for $13.99, we have the Spec Ops Cat's Paw or Nail Puller. I like this particular cat's paw. It's got some heft to it. In fact, it might weigh as much or more than this hammer. It might be a better hammer for all we know, but we're not going to use that for that. Basically, you're going to need to pull nails out. You're going to need to maybe remove some trim. That's what this good little cat's paw piece is for. And honestly, say we're moving out, which your stud buddy wouldn't just be chilling there. So let's say we're moving out of our place now and we need to take our pictures down. So we take our photos down, and maybe you have a landlord and you need to get rid of these nice little nails. So in order to do that, cat's paw. Come right on in here and just pull that nail out. As you can see, we've left ourselves a little mark here. And, you know, that's what brings us to our next tool, our putty knife kit. Did you say putty knives? So this putty knife set, you get 4 different putty knives and it's only $6.75. And honestly, that's a pretty good deal. And you might be like, well, what do I need putty knives for? Well, remember our nail we just took out? You're gonna have to spackle that when you move out of your apartment if you want your deposit back. Or say you're changing your home decor and you don't want these holes all over the place. Well, generally you would use spackling for this, but I'm in a pinch and I have toothpaste. Well, toothpaste will work in a pinch, so don't judge me. Right here, I've got an 1.5 inch putty knife, and I'm just going to smear a little bit of toothpaste on there, and then we're gonna take care of this hole. So we have ourselves a hole here. We're gonna take one of these larger putty knives and run that, get that paper off there. Perfect. Now, we've got our toothpaste. I'm just gonna come in here and run over it. Believe it or not, once that dries down inside that hole, you actually can come back and paint it. Now, spend $1 and get like some regular spackling. Don't use toothpaste, come on, man. But I'm doing an apartment turnover and all my painting supplies are over there. So you saw another handy Jeff hack. Hey, let's back up a little bit because you know what? If you have plaster, you're not gonna be able to use your stud buddy. You're gonna need an actual stud finder. So, Jack's QW or WQ, Jack, I don't know. But this thing's cheap, it's 20 bucks. Let's see if it works because that's what the whole point of this is, testing stuff. So what you will do is you turn the machine on, you hold the side button, and it will calibrate if there's anything in the wall. Then we're gonna come along and we know that we have a stud right here. So let's see what happens. Anything? Oh, maybe we calibrated on another stud. So let's recalibrate this bad boy. Try it again. Hey, check that out. I think it finds the studs. That's what a stud finder does. Insert joke here about how I'm a stud and That's why it's beeping. So guys, not only will this find a stud, it also might save your life and keep you from screwing into a power wire. So can't recommend that enough. The mission when you're around electricity is always never go zappy zap. So what I've done is I've turned it to the AC power trying to find, and if you check it out, we run it past, hey, I think there's some electricity in this wall. Well, that would make sense because we have ourselves an outlet right here. The important thing with this is that you can use this stud guide or stud finder with plaster walls. So although this thing's nifty as heck for drywall and it finds your studs based on the screws, this will find the studs based on wood. It also finds AC current and finds metal studs. So this little guy will take care of pretty much anything in the stud finding department. All right, what else could a homeowner want to do? We've taken you on the adventure of hanging a picture, spackling it, and moving out, but say you've screwed some stuff into the wall. You're gonna need a screwdriver. And instead of trying to find a Phillips or a standard screwdriver, how about you get something that has everything you can imagine on one screwdriver body. So this is a Klein's Tools unit. I actually use Klein's Tools in quite a few things personally with my handyman business. So let me just break this thing down and show you just how many pieces there are. So what we have here is the handle. All of these will actually do different things along with this handle, and then we have the actual handle here. So inside of the big piece here, you've got two different nut drivers. Check that bad boy out. There's another one right there. It will slide down in to our screwdriver. Then we have additional nut drivers inside our little inserts here, inside our little inserts here. So we've got our nut drivers. This connects there. Then say you've got some Phillips or straight bits that you need to, unscrew. Well, that's what this is for right there. Pull this out, flip it over, and then we have a larger Phillips bit and a larger straight screwdriver. That little guy goes right down in here. Then we pull the whole thing out once again and actually flip it over. Once again, nut driver. Well, we've got these two nut drivers here. Goes right on in, just like so. Then the next thing you're gonna run into quite often is, say, some square bits. So we've got a bit to be able to take square screws out of the wall. That's what that little guy's for. Flip this over and we're down to our last bit, which is the reason why I love this one particularly so much. It has a bit for Torx. So it takes care of Torx screws. And personally, I wish it was a T30 and a T25 and a T20, but hey, this will take care of some of your screws. So this screwdriver is expensive. It's like $16, but worth every penny in my book because you're gonna come across screws. You're gonna build some furniture. You're going to need to take the screw out that the previous owner left on something. That's what this little guy's for. Yeah, does a drill or an impact work better? Absolutely, but we're trying to keep this on a budget, which is why we've got a screwdriver, and you're always gonna need a screwdriver. Even if you're gonna change door locks, build furniture, whatever it is that you need, get yourself a screwdriver and get it in your tool bag. Guys, once again, I just wanna mention that, hey, I do a channel on fixing things. So if you like fixing things or learning how to do stuff, then hit that subscribe button. I would be forever grateful. But let's go ahead. If you've been watching the Handy Jeff channel for a while, you know the rule number one of working on electrical equipment is to not go zappy zap. That's where this little guy comes in. This is a pin style electric tester, and I'll show you how it works right now. What we have here is an outlet. Here we have our pin tester. We're gonna push this button, turn it on, and then when we get close to something that's hot, it beeps, tells us. Well, now why might you want to know this? because you want to change this outlet out, because obviously it's old, and you want to change that outlet out. Well, you think you've clicked the right breaker. Well, you haven't. Or say you want to take the heirloom light fixture out. You're going to want to make sure that that is not electrified when you go to unhook it. That's why a pin tester is literally a lifesaver, and it's worth every penny. And you need this in your tool bag if you're going to change an outlet or do anything electrical. Dishwashers, garbage disposals. You need a pin tester. Pin tester goes in to the tool bag. Now, you can never have too many pin testers. That brings us to the final tool in this series, and that is the WorkPro plier kit. It also comes with an adjustable wrench, but you're gonna need pliers for a variety of different things. I'll show you some examples. Say you're working on electrical stuff. You're gonna need cutters, which is what these are, and this will snip a wire, and a pair of lineman pliers, like that will also snip a wire, helps you bend wires as well. However you might want to, use it. Say you get a splinter or you drop something down into, a crevice and you can't reach it. A pair of needle nose pliers, they are a lifesaver. You can come on down, find your item and pick it up, like I just did with that nail. General use pliers, always very nice to have. You can find 1,000,001 reasons to use these. These are adjustable. And, once again, they're gonna grab stuff, just like I did with that nail. Now, say you're gonna be doing some plumbing work. That's where these pair of channel locks pliers come in. Say you're changing out a kitchen sink faucet. These are going to get your supply lines on and off. I'll show you an example of that in just a second. You also have an adjustable wrench. This adjustable wrench can also be used for plumbing work. It can be used to hold backup on things. And I'll show you an example right now. All right, like I said, say you're changing out a kitchen sink faucet. You're gonna need a pair of pliers to come in and literally unscrew our supply line. I'm not gonna do that because this kitchen sink faucet is live, but you could use that. Or you could also take your adjustable wrench, come on in here, grab it, and then twist. A lot of these things are probably like a duh, I know that you're gonna need some tools to work on stuff. I just wanted to give you guys some options. And hey, you can even put all of these tools into this nice little bag and just go ahead and zip it up. I think for $100, this is the basic toolkit that every homeowner or person who just lives outside of their parents' basement should probably have. This will allow you to hang photos, fix some basic stuff. And if I could add one more thing to this, I would find your house of power tools you're gonna go with, be that Ryobi, be that Milwaukee, be that DeWalt, be that any of the other brands, and I would buy a drill. I'm a Milwaukee guy, so I would get a Milwaukee drill. That will be enough basic tools to fix almost anything that doesn't involve major construction in a home. And guys, if you got a little bit out of this video, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, hit that thumbs up button because that takes this video and pushes it to new heights, tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, this guy's pretty cool. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in another video.